Channel 64. If you don't know them already, you're really missing out and you should subscribe to all the cast members. All the links are in the description as usual, but basically it's an SMP filled with extremely talented content creators with a good amount of lore and story without being exclusively roleplay. But yeah, I'm super excited to join this group for this third season. For this one, we decided to make our community area on a tropical island. And it started in the most typical way. Punching trees, crafting boats, killing cats. That is, until Atomic Dave and I found this nice little beach where we decided to lie down for a bit and just, not work. Just lounge around, enjoy life. And it was going great, all the other players were super jealous. But we were getting really hungry and really poor really fast. So we decided that we would work a little bit now in order to not work a lot in the future. We dove down into the sea to explore some flooded caves and gather some shiny stuff. Not diamonds, just iron, we weren't that lucky. And that's when we realized underwater caves are stupid. So we just dug down to find some drier caves with actual air. And monsters. And lava. And death. So now that I was a wealthy working walrus and not some frowsy fraudulent freeloader, I needed a roof over my head. To fit in with the jungle theme, I decided to go super original and build a treehouse. So I put on my favorite zombie librarian head and started building. Normal jungle trees are a bit bland, so I built two that would fit my needs a bit more. Wider trunks and longer side branches were really what I was looking for. I also wanted to get inside the tree in order to reach the interior of the house. Not the best when you got a new couch to move in, but the feel is just great. I used jungle planks and bamboo wood not because I was too lazy to leave the island, but because this season, using locally sourced materials is in. So I started with a jungle plank floor, and to give it more shape when seen from the ground, I used slabs, stairs and full blocks, and hung some bamboo fences. I wanted an open feel for the walls, so I made them out of bamboo fences and trapdoors, and I used a mix of slabs and trapdoors for the roof, then covered it all with leaves. To play with texture and color a bit, I added some glowberry as well as custom vines made from regular and flowering azalea leaves. The house itself consists of 3 modules. The first one is going to be my storage and workshop. From there, we can go back inside the tree to climb up to the second module, where we can find my kitchen and dining room. This one's connected to the second tree via a small bridge where we can find the third and final module. This one contains my bedroom and a hidden treasure. I mean, it only contains my bed and nothing else, nothing special. Now that I had a home, I needed a job. And what do I do best? Build uselessly complicated redstone machines that accomplish incredibly simple tasks. Now, it might sound like the most useless of skills, but it really is just a matter of branding. And thus was born the idea of my first shop, Gamify Your Base. If another cast member needs any part of their base made more fun, they can contact me and I'll turn it into a mini game. It can be anything. A door, an elevator, the input or output of a farm, or any other thing that they can think of. If you need an example of what it's gonna be, I made a huge potion machine based on that idea back on season 3 of Ripple Effect, so check the link in the description to have a look at that. I think that too many things are centered around speed or efficiency and not enough around enjoyment and interaction, and that's what I want to bring to other players' bases. And to give customers a good idea of what this shop is about, I thought I'd start things off right at the door. Now, that iron door could easily be opened by pressing a button or flicking a lever. But what if, instead, it was opened by a detector rail? Doors are never opened by rails, so instead of directly powering the door, the customer sends a minecart up to the roof, powering the detector rail on the way, and opening the door. Leaving the shop is another demonstration of that idea. Pressing a button is boring. Shooting at a target block is better, but timing your shot with a flashing light is fun. Wow, 5 minutes in and I already have a house and a business. We're on a roll, so let's go on and prank someone. Now obviously we should prank Duds, but our neighbor Jestix built this adorable looking giant bunny, and you cannot just build a rabbit like that and expect it not to get pranked like once a week at the very least. Funny thing is, it has already been pranked last week by Duds and Jimbo, who gave it a mustache. Problem is, mustaches are definitely out this season. What's in is big sideburns and pompadour haircuts. So now we have a rockabilly rabbit as a neighbor, or a rockabunny if you prefer. But now that I look at it in all its glory, I still feel like something's missing, like the void hasn't been filled. So let's prank Duds. Duds lives in this nice little house, and he has recently complained about a string of boat thefts. Strangely enough, these boats all seem to end up next to my house, but that's neither here nor there. I think I'm being framed, but we'll talk about that another day. What's relevant is that he feels like he has to keep his boat inside his house, like it's something incredibly valuable. But even there, it could get stolen, as we will demonstrate right now. See? Simple as that. So, to help him feel a bit safer, let's build him a big vault for his boat. Our vault will include multiple safety features. First, its entrance is camouflaged as a cute little house. I built it out of cherry wood because I know Duds loves it. Well, I think he loves it. Okay, I know he has very strong feelings towards it, I'm just not sure which. The only suspicious thing about this house is that it is guarded by Batman himself, but other than that, nothing seems out of place. In case a thief somehow sees through our ruse and goes inside the house, I dug a big scary moat and filled it with lava. And to make things even more scarier, a terrifying monster has taken this moat as its lair. I would not want to set foot anywhere close to this beast, that's for sure. But if they somehow make it across, they will face a fence made with the biggest bars I could find. And then if the thieves somehow manage to get through, they will be facing our strongest security measure, walls covered in coal, to remind them of how naughty they are. So Duds, I think your boat is safe now. And that's gonna be it for today. We built enough things for a first episode, so thank you so much for watching and have a fantastic day.